Welcome to Grumpily Ever After, our uncensored podcast where swoon-worthy meets eye-rolling as I, an avid reader and adventure romance author, chat with my grumpy husband who has inspired all of my book boyfriends written to date. Join us as we chat about books he'll never read, words he thinks are stupid, and all his grumbles in between. If nothing else, we hope to make you smile and brighten your day. At least a little. So, settle in and let's see where today's chapter takes us. Already started.
Hooty hoo.
All right, welcome to this episode of Grumpily Ever After. My name is Lindsey Pogue, your co-host.
Dennis, the other guy, our person.
The other guy. Happy Friday, everybody. You're listening to this probably on a Wednesday, which is when our episodes air. But it is Friday for us. It's been a long week. I will start off by saying I feel very discombobulated because I had jury duty this week, and so I didn't really work a lot, and so I feel like I have a lot to do, but also at the same time I'm kind of like, meh, I can only do what I can do, which actually feels really nice. But it's just been one of those days. I'm in my walking clothes from my 6:30 a.m. walk this morning, so I haven't even changed my clothes today. So there you have it.
That's what I smell.
Yep. Nice and fresh just for you.
The 6:30 in the morning dew that's stuck onto your clothes. Just kidding.
Yeah.
I don't smell anything.
Yeah, that's me. Stinky Lindsey.
Well, yeah, I think we're both in the same boat. This week has been absolute bananas. You dealing with jury duty and the book release, and me dealing with the first week of school opening back up. I think we've just been out of our norm.
Yeah. Is Gwen Stefani, when she did BANANAS, is that under her name, or that's not No Doubt, right?
No, that's her solo.
So I think that you should change my ringtone to "This shit is bananas, BANANAS," just because I feel like that's how our life is. What is it right now? Is it a dinosaur call?
I believe you can try it out. We'll play it, but I believe it is Peter Griffin.
Oh God.
Humming the Beverly Hills Cop theme.
Why is that okay, I'm going to try and call you. Let's see if it will even pick up on the thing. But can I ask why you chose that? Because that is not anything that I'm interested in or related to in any way.
Because it makes me smile.
Oh my gosh. It's all right. I can't be too mad. You have a generic Jurassic Park theme song that's been your ringtone, as well as everyone else in my phone for the last decade. So you used to be Jeff Goldblum from Jurassic Park when he goes, ha ha ha, and he had that laugh, remember? And it would come out of nowhere and scare the shit out of me. But it's from Jurassic Park.
Yeah, but the thing with my phone is that 99% of the time I keep it on silent.
Yeah, same.
Or I would. Now with this new position, I gotta have ringer on full blast with things I can hear in my pocket and loud noises around me, so I don't miss an important call. So now I need to go back and start selecting things that are appropriate via work or something.
Yeah, that's fair.
but the Peter Griffin thing is so PG that I think it's fine.
Yeah,
it's just
fine.
Weird. It's crazy the amount of people that look at me like cross-eyed when they hear my text alert go off, because there's just a precise loud beep.
Oh yeah, I hear it all the time when you fall asleep with your phone ringer on.
So everyone, I'm sitting there. I've been, I'll be on a ride along with my boss, and my phone will go off, and he'll sit there, look around in his car. He's like, "What the hell's wrong with my car? What's going on?" I was like, "Oh, it's my phone." Today, I met this vendor who just dropped by, and we're sitting there talking outside, and my phone goes off with that beep, and she looks back at her truck, and she's like, "What the heck's going on?" I was like, "It's my phone." But I don't understand why people make this connection of this beep with
anything but a phone.
Yeah.
How interesting.
But the frequency or the tone for me, it cuts through a lot of stuff, and I can hear it, and I'm like, okay, cool. I got something I got to deal with.
Yeah, no, it is. It's really kind of high pitched and just kind of cuts through the noise. So I can see how you would definitely, you can't really miss it. Like I said, I hear it all the time.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Like almost falling asleep and I forgot to put my phone in silent. Beep. Ah, crap.
Yeah. It's kind of like a fire detector beep almost. Not quite as bad, but it has that pitch to it. So it's definitely jarring. Let's put it that way.
I've never made that connection, but it makes sense. Yeah. People definitely get alerted. They're like, what?
I don't have too much to check in about. I have been reading, I'm just going to say this for any book readers out there. I think I've come to the conclusion that I'm not much of a fantasy person, at least high fantasy. If it has fantasy elements in it, that's fine, but it takes me out of the story. I'm reading this When the Moon Hatched, which is this getting rave reviews. It has for the last year or two. I've had it. It's serious. I'm on chapter 79 or 80, and I still have, probably an hour and a half left to listen on the audiobook. That's how long it is. And while it's interesting, part of me is like, half of this could be cut out because it's so much flowery, like, stuff. And then the other half, I'm constantly having to go back. The first 10 pages of the book is the glossary, and I'm constantly utilizing it. So I'm just like, this is a lot of effort and it takes me out of the story. So I'm starting again, like, I'm enjoying the story, but I'm definitely not like, oh my God, this is a rave review 5-star. So I think maybe that's unfair in a way, because I think this just isn't my genre. It's too much. I need to be able to like lose myself in a story, not feel like have to take notes, So
But
anyways.
you're saying it's a bit overwhelming with the amount of information, or the floweriness of it, the words that they're using to
The
describe
world building. Yeah. Everything. It isn't just dragon. There's 17 different types of dragons, and they all have weird, they're cool names, but like, you have to remember what's what. And you don't just say mom and dad. They have special names for that. And a necklace isn't a necklace. It's an X, Y, and Z. And they can't just say bonding ceremony. They call it something else. Like, there's just so many things that you have to keep looking up to remind yourself. And I'm saying that, let's just be clear. I'm one of those people where I can sit there and I will almost always say, I probably missed something. Or something like that. I'm the first one to say that maybe I don't understand, or I missed something. I have essentially read this book twice as I'm going through it, because not only am I reading the paperback or the hardcover, I'm also listening to the audiobook. So I'm essentially, because I had jury duty all week, right? So during breaks, I was reading the hardcover, and then when I'd get in the car, I would pick up, or I would go back to where I was reading in jury duty and listen to it. So I'm not missing anything. It's just that there's just so much to keep track of. Yeah, it's just maybe not for me. I'm giving it a shot. I don't hate it. I do enjoy it, but am I going to be jumping up and down for book 2? I don't know about that.
I don't think I've ever seen you jump up and down, so.
Like, in general, or just for a book?
Both.
I do jumping jacks, or I've done jumping jacks. I'm sure you've seen me do jumping jacks.
Yeah, you got me there. Yep, that about 1/4 inch off the ground you get.
Well, no, I'm not dunking hoops or anything. Or wait, what do they call it? Is that how they say it in basketball? Dunking hoops? No, I don't know. I'm making shit up. Anyways, When the Moon Hatched, I'll let you guys know when I'm actually finished. But like I said, I'm on chapter 80, and it's
That's
interesting.
what it's called?
When the Moon Hatched, yeah. It's about dragons and fae and assassins and kings and queens, and
it's kind of a cool name.
Yeah, intriguing. It is too much world building for me. It's too much to keep track of. I just want to enjoy a story.
Yeah, maybe? I think trying to read something like that would be overwhelming. So put that in the movie.
Yeah.
Reduce it down to about 10% of the actual book, like everyone else does.
Yeah.
And I'll watch it.
I think I would really enjoy the movie as well. I think it's like a Lord of the Rings thing. I am obsessed with Lord of the Rings, but I've also tried to read the books a couple of times, and it's not that I don't want to. It's just that I can't really get into them. I read The Hobbit and it was fun, but I didn't love it, but I love the movie. So I think I'm just such a visual person, and I don't know if that comes down to my dyslexia or what it is, but I really prefer that when it comes to really complex stuff. So,
Well, like
anyways,
you said, that amount of information that you have to retain takes you out of the story. Is it Michael Crichton, the Jurassic
Michael
one?
Crichton, yeah.
Crichton, same thing. Like, you love the movie and you like the book to an extent, but there was so much information all the time that it
Dry
was,
and dense, and
it was hard to get through.
For any Jurassic Park fans out there, if you haven't read the book, it would be really interesting too, because it's a lot different from the actual movie. So
yeah, they're all turkeys. It's crazy.
No, I mean, even the characters are different. Like, it's interesting. So check it out if you want. Okay. All right. So I wanted to do something kind of fun. I think it's going to be fun because you know, we've obviously talked about your grumpiness many, 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 many times, but I've also mentioned that you're such a cinnamon roll and you're mushy on the inside. Okay. So I thought it would be fun to talk about sad movies that I know we've watched, and I want you to give me yay or nay on if they got you teary-eyed or choked up in any way. Okay? And these are movies that most people have seen and or at least heard of. I'm pretty sure they've seen almost all of these. So it will be relatable.
You need me to try and access my memory of
I think some of these are going to be pretty easy. There might be a couple that maybe you don't remember, but
the Notebook rain scene. No.
Okay, well, The Notebook is number 1 on the list, but it's not the rain scene. It's the movie in general.
It's the lying down. Oh.
These are movies in general, not specific scenes.
Nope, I never got choked up. Maybe if I watched it, there might be a scene in there that I might be like, oh, that's sweet. But my initial first time seeing it, I thought it was dumb. I thought the ending where they both, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it,
too bad.
I'm start calling you Patrick. Where they both pass away. Like, how convenient, like. Ugh.
Oh, okay. All right. So we did not. Okay. I cried in that. So that goes. Okay. So I'm just going to highlight any that you have cried in. We'll see how many it will be at the end.
Well, okay. I'll if I can, and if I can remember, there's movies that put a huge lump in my throat. Huge lump. And then there's movies where I straight start crying. So.
Okay, so if you want to write them down while you're thinking about them, that's fine. But don't say them yet because they might be on my list.
No. I'm just telling how I might rate things.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Well, even if you were kind of like, oh, that was hard.
I mean, yeah, you said emotional. Go ahead.
Yeah, because sometimes you've straight up said, oh, that was rough. Like, you might not cry, but you.
That's the lump in the throat.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God.
What about Titanic?
No.
Absolutely not.
Zero emotion inflected in that. If anything, it was more anger.
Really?
Yeah.
Because of the floating on the wood thing?
Yep. And just people being dumb. Like, their interactions, that's just a normal plain Jane love story thing. They just happen to be on a boat.
I don't remember crying in that one, but I'm sure I did. Or because I cried everything. Let's be honest, you guys.
You got weepy-eyed the last time we watched Stitch last month.
I'm pretty sure that's the one when you said that was rough as well.
Shut up.
Yeah. Lilo and Stitch. We're talking about the original OG Disney animated movie. That was rough for Dennis. Of course, he's going to say he didn't really like the movie, but apparently he...
Well, there was one scene. I don't even remember what it was, but it was enough to put a lump in my throat.
Well, her parents died, and I mean, not in it, but like that was part of her backstory. She was with her sister. Her sister was taking care of her, and she wanted a family. And yeah, I think that's something about that got to you. All right. This is going to tell us how much of a grump you really are. My Girl.
My Girl's the Macaulay Culkin one, right?
Mm-hmm. He gets stung by a bee and dies.
I think it was sad, but I don't think I don't think I was at the age to really grasp, that. That makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah, I mean, I was probably in elementary school and I still sobbed my eyes out. So
Yeah.
I remember that clearly.
I mean, and I'm a little bit younger, and men mature at a slower rate. So, I mean, at that point, I was probably eating Play-Doh while watching My Girl. So I don't think there was really too
That's
much
fair.
emotions per se going on in the old noggin.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay, so this one you're probably going to roll your eyes at. But what about A Walk to Remember? This is the one where she's sick, has Mandy Moore in it. She's sick and she dies.
Is it Keanu Reeves? No.
No, it has Mandy Moore.
I remember seeing it. I do not remember the movie.
She is the Reverend's daughter and the hot boy at school. They get paired together for, I forget why he's in a group, or anyway, he needs her for something. I don't know if it's for studying or what, or drama. I think they're in drama together. Anyway, we'll just say she's not the cool kid. He is. His friends tease her, and then he ends up falling in love with her, and then he finds out that she's dying, and then by the end she's dead. And no, okay.
No, I'm thinking he just wants to, befriend her and all that because she's probably young and a virgin and wants to get in there before it's too late.
Yeah, that's probably it, Dennis.
That's the B side of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
No, I do not remember that movie, so I cannot. I'm pretty sure I didn't. I don't think my emotions really developed until probably 2 years ago.
That's fair. I concur. All right. Well, I'm pretty sure I cried. I mean, I don't remember bawling, but I'm pretty sure I did because, again, I cried everything. All right. This one, I remember sitting in the movie theater, unable to breathe. I was crying so hard. But I will also preface with, I was very young, and it's a father-daughter thing that maybe you cannot relate to, and that is Armageddon. When him and his daughter are saying goodbye.
No, yeah, I know the scene you're talking about. No, did not invoke any emotions. Later, as this grumpy butt has gotten older, I felt something. What that something was, I don't know if it was emotions or I was trying to pass gas, but the last couple times we've watched it and that scene comes on, I'm like, oh man, this sucks. So
we just watched it the other day and my eyes were teary. I was like, God damn it.
0 tears.
I have seen that movie 50 times, maybe probably more than that. It's one of my favorite movies. I still cry to this day. I don't know what's wrong with me.
And I mean, I think that if you don't want to have it affect you, being that you're a seasoned vet with this movie, I think when you know that scene is coming, you just need to think about the animal cracker scene, and I think that maybe it might subdue your emotions during that pivotal moment.
Okay.
That was horrible.
Yeah, that was not the best scene. I'll give you that. All right. I also remember crying watching this with my grandpa. And I know you've seen this one. What about The Lion King? When he watches his dad fall off the cliff.
To me, it's not the scene where he falls off the cliff. It's the scene where he finds him on the ground, essentially dead, trying to wake him up. Yeah. That is like, oh my God. But again, younger, I don't think I really had emotions to it when I first watched it. But as I've gotten older, yeah, I get choked up. Tears, no.
Okay, so choked up.
But yeah, choked
affected.
up.
You get affected.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I was just pointing
when
to
he crawls underneath the paw.
Oh yeah, and he's like,
Christ.
Dad. Oh, and then Jonathan Taylor Thomas was the voice, and he did the cracking voice. So, oh man, that was rough. We're not highlighting Armageddon as one that gets you choked up at all, right? Or gives you
it's kind of the same thing with Lion King. As I've gotten older, I do get choked up.
That's fine.
Initial watch, no.
Well, we don't have to stick with initial watch. I remember these clearly left a impression on me because even over the years, I still think about some of these, not all of them. This next one, I don't remember. I can assume the certain scenes when I cried, but I don't remember how much I cried, but I know that I did in some capacity. A Star is Born. with Lady Gaga and
I don't think I've seen that movie.
yes, we saw it with Rick and Ryan at the cabin. It was the one where
Oh my god. Oh wait,
he's
no.
a singer-songwriter, country singer-songwriter, and he takes Lady Gaga essentially under his wing and they fall in love. And you remember?
Yeah, but I think zero.
God, you're heartless.
I think the movie with Gwyneth Paltrow and that other dude, and they're country singers or
Oh, that's
something.
good too. That made me cry too.
I think that one might invoke a bit more emotion to me, trying to reflect on the movies. But I think the Lady Gaga one, I didn't care for it.
I think you did really like that movie.
Oh well.
Okay. All right. Doesn't matter. But clearly it didn't leave any impression on you enough to remember.
Yeah.
All right. So this is one that I'm assuming I cried. I don't really remember, but I know we've seen it. And that is the P.S. I Love You movie where Hilary Swank, I know she's not your favorite, dies and she leaves a bunch of notes for her husband, which is Gerard Butler.
Zero. Oh, and is there like she?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I guess I'm wrong. I'm looking at the notes. It's a widow, so she gets letters from her husband.
He's dead. They meet in Ireland or some shit in a bar, right?
Okay, sorry. So it's a widow. It's a widow discovers a series of letters her late husband wrote. I thought she died for some reason. I think I'm getting it confused with John Wick when she leaves sends him the dog or something. The widow discovers a series of letters that her late husband wrote to her before he died. It's a full-on tear fest for those who loved good romantic tragedy.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I cried.
I think nothing on that one.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I don't remember. Okay, what about Forrest Gump?
Nope.
What about The Iron Giant, which I don't remember it being sad, but apparently it's a really sad.
Yeah, I cry in that one.
You really?
Yeah.
I put that one in just for you because I don't remember anything sad about it.
It's the specific scene towards the end where things are going south and there's only one solution, and the robot the entire time just wants a friend, and he realizes that he needs to make the sacrifice, and he launches off to make the sacrifice, and he just says, "I'm Superman," and dies.
So this, just so everybody's clear, is one of Dennis's favorite movies. I've only seen it once and I barely remember it. So that's why I added it to the list. It came up as a quote unquote sad. It says an animated film with a powerful anti-war message and a climactic ending that is known to make even the most stoic viewers emotional.
They got me. They got me.
All right.
That's a for sure. That's a for sure one.
All right. And I know your answer for this one. We've talked about it on this podcast before, which is Up. Did you get all worked up at any part in this movie, babe?
I don't remember crying, but yeah, I got emotional.
Okay. So far out of the, I think it's, I don't even know, 10 that we've talked about, essentially the only ones that you really we have Iron Giant, Up, The Lion King, and Armageddon. What are the other ones? We talked about Lilo and Stitch, the OG animated Disney one.
Yeah,
what other movies come to mind for you?
There's been some recent ones, and I think it's just me getting older and I'm getting
mushy.
Yeah. I know one that I have on my forefront is The Covenant, the Guy Ritchie one. That one was emotional. I think it's more like war-based or action-y type movies with a really strong human connection is easy for me to like get emotional with. Whatever that drone one was with what's his name? The Gladiator guy. Russell Crowe.
The drone one?
Yeah, it's Russell Crowe. He's a military guy, and he's flying the drones, providing surveillance, providing feedback, and he's with his partner, and it was super emotional trying to get a guy or a group out of a sticky situation. And there was just like one scene where he is
it's Land of Bad, right?
Yeah,
that was a really good movie.
He's kind of like I don't know, if a father figure, work father figure, something to this girl, and towards the end of the movie, there's a scene where they, you know,
Doesn't
get
she want him to give her away at her wedding or
yeah,
something, right? Yeah.
yeah, that got me choked up.
Oh, what else comes to mind?
Like I comment to you, I'm like, man, that was freaking rough, but I can't think of any right now besides those two.
Like, I just watched Me Before You the other day, the guy in the wheelchair, and she is hired by his parents to take care of him, and he wants to. Anyway, doesn't matter. I sobbed. I already knew it was coming the whole time. Cried anyway.
I'm looking at our movies. I see Saving Private Ryan. I think there's a scene in there with the medic that gets me emotional. I think that My Name is Otto movie with Tom Hanks, and he's a curmudgeon, but kind of adopts a family, or a family adopts him. I think that got me emotional.
I definitely like that movie better than the book. The book was kind of hard for me to get through, but I did like that too. Well, there we have it. Those are some of the movies that tug at Dennis's heartstring. Mr. Grumpy Pants. Clearly, it's not many. I mean, maybe I didn't pick good ones. Like, it's hard again, like I said, because I cry all the time. So, or at least things get me choked up. I don't sob my eyes out. Movies that actually made me sob were Lion King, Armageddon. Out of that list, that's the only thing that made me really upset. Everything else, I definitely got teary-eyed and or had some tears streaming down. But
I think maybe Fievel Goes West at a young age, I think might be one that maybe I, showed some emotion in.
I remember that being so sad, and the music doesn't help because it's so pretty and like longing, and yeah. Oh my goodness. Land Before Time, still sobbed my eyes out with that one.
That one's sad. Yeah, that's a good one.
And I'm not talking about number 5 or 4 or however many are out. I mean the OG.
72, man. Number 72 is a tearjerker.
Good to know you have a beating heart in there, babe.
That's there.
Barely. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Dennis is a softie, mostly, sometimes. Once in a while.
You're letting out all my secrets.
Anything else before we wrap up and say what we're thankful for?
Nope.
All right. Well, then I'll go first with what I'm grateful for, because I feel like I've had a lot of time to reflect. There's been a lot going on this week. So top of my mind, especially after serving jury duty this week, a lot of people, even the self-employed people, were losing a lot of money by being in jury duty. And I'm just really grateful that I have a passive income. Yeah, it put me behind on a lot of things that I needed to get done, but there's people that were losing thousands of dollars a day because they had to go into jury duty, and that was really stressful for them. And I think that that's the kind of thing that makes jury duty, I don't know what the word is, it's like why people don't like it though, because it's just adds stress to their life. And I just felt really grateful where I could be present. And yeah, I was thinking about what I needed to be doing, but at the same time, I wasn't stressed, So felt really grateful about that. Second, this is worth mentioning just because I need to put it out into the world, into the universe. I'm grateful for the hair that I have. Please stop falling out. Thank you very much, universe. Okay, bye. Your turn.
I'm going to go with I'm grateful that the week is over. Next week will be a new challenge.
You survived school starting. We need to sound the feasting horn or get you a cocktail or something.
Doo-doo-doo.
All right, y'all. That's it for today. Thank you so much for listening, and we will chat with y'all next time. Have a fantastic week, and bye.
Mahalo.
Well, that's a wrap on this episode of Grumpily Ever After. Whether you're here for the book talk or the banter, we appreciate you. If you enjoyed our brand of chaos, don't forget to subscribe and join us next time for more book chats and married mayhem. Stay grumpy, stay bookish, and we'll catch you next time.